Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today I want to talk to you about what it means to consciously decide, to make a conscious decision. I had a question about this from an episode I posted a couple of weeks ago, and I want to really dive into what it means to make a conscious decision. So, manifesting is basically deciding, predetermining, consciously deciding what thoughts you are going to think. Or I should say, that's not exactly what manifesting is, but that is one of the tools that you use to do manifesting. Now, that doesn't mean you have to control all of your thoughts all of the time. It's just picking where your focus is going to be on purpose, deliberately. You're choosing, you're not being tossed to and fro based on the circumstances of your life and letting your thoughts follow those circumstances and then those dictating what your thoughts are going to be. Instead, when we're manifesting, when we're consciously deciding, when we're making a conscious decision, we're deciding in advance, not based on what the circumstances currently are, but based on what your desire is, based on what you want. And you're telling yourself a story because you're always telling yourself a story. You're deciding your inner talking. You're, doing your focusing work in whatever way you choose to do your focusing work. And when I say that, what is focusing work? Focusing work is where techniques usually come in. So if you are a person who really enjoys manifesting techniques, like I am, then it's where you write your affirmations or you say your affirmations or you do your affirming, a robotic affirming or otherwise, however you affirm. It's where you do your scripting, where you get out your scripting journal or your notebook or your phone or your computer and you write down the future that you are envisioning. It's where you make your vision boards. It's where you do your 369 method. It's where you do your visualizations. It's where you do your state akin to sleep meditations. It's where you meditate. So those are all sort of techniques, things that you can do to assist your mind and your emotions in the process of consciously, on purpose, making a decision, an on purpose, pre decided decision about the things that you want. So, right? So, that's what manifesting is. Before we learn about manifesting, we often aren't taught to think in this way. Now, if you were taught to think in this way, that's really rare, but congratulations. Manifesting should be pretty easy for you. But if you haven't, it takes some discipline. It takes some practice to train your mind to select what it is you want. So that is what I mean when I say making a conscious decision. You're on purpose, consciously deciding, oh, this is my desire. My desire is a romantic relationship, committed, happy with a specific person. And so to get that, that's not what I have in my life right now. The current circumstances aren't that. So I don't automatically dwell on that in my thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and decide to think about that. I'm going to go ahead and on purpose decide to think about that in whatever way I choose to do it. You can go back to those techniques that I just listed a few seconds ago. You decide on one of those techniques, and that's when you choose an affirmation, you choose a visualization, you choose an inner conversation, and you deliberately do that as your focusing work. Now, in the times that you're not doing your focusing work, your manifesting techniques, yeah, you can have an occasional stray thought about how, you're worried, your manifestation's not here. That's fine, but you don't want it to be your dominant place that you're dwelling. You don't want it to be the place where you're constantly returning to, I don't have this thing. And then from there, the universe sees what you're dominantly focused on, what you're thinking about most of the time, what you're selecting, and then starts to work to bring it to you. gathering, as Abraham Hicks would say, the cooperating components, doing the how. And the how is not your business. It's not your problem. It's not your work to do. Your work to do is the focusing work. And then you wait until the manifestation comes. I mean, and I don't say wait as in like you're really anticipating it. It's more of a like fulfilled, satisfied, contented waiting in that you already have it. It's just not here in your 3D reality. So thank you so much for that question, and may you manifest exactly what you want.